Welcome to Insurance is Sexy with Dakota and Terry.
Ooh, I didn't see that coming. Did you know that was going to happen?
I like that.
I know you do.
I like that.
You got that voice, too.
I was thinking, wait. And our reels can't see her. She raised her little eyebrow. She was like,
Ooh.
like her little, I'm serious. Her little eyebrow went up. I saw it. Yes, I did. And she turned red.
That's how you know it.
I am.
That's how you know it's sexy when
Right.
people do that.
Right.
You know. That's fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you, Jamie. I'm Terry,
And I'm Dakota.
and we are here with some more Insurance is Sexy, episode 3, people. 3.
You know what I was
It's
thinking?
3.
How we say our name, but we actually never told people what we do here. Remember?
Well, no. Do
Right.
they care?
Do they? Let's just tell them real quick.
Okay, go ahead, tell them.
Last time.
Last time.
First
time?
and last time.
Okay.
So I am the director of client relationships for the entire West Bloomfield agency.
She said the entire.
The entire.
This is world headquarters, people.
Yes.
So the whole thing.
The whole world.
And I am the vice president of sales and marketing here.
Yes.
We have a good time.
Yes.
We have a good
A
time.
lot of fun.
You know why we have a good time?
Why?
Because it's fun. It's a cool
Oh,
place
yeah.
to work.
It is
You
a
see
cool
that?
place to work.
Speaking of cool.
How cool is it?
21 cool.
Yes.
It is 21 cool. So, yeah, that was a nice little segue and a nice little lead-in.
Yeah.
We just won a major award, like better than any leg lamp
Yes.
anyone's ever received.
Yes, it was. Okay.
And it's not fragile.
It is not.
It could be.
I love how, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. You see our real reactions to when we saw we were 21, like we didn't know where we were going to place. And my reaction was so authentic because I was so happy. But I knew, I kept telling Phil, I was like, we're going to be in the top 25. We're going to be in the top 25. He was just praying for the top 50.
That's right.
But I knew it.
In your soul, in your spirit.
Yes, I felt it in my spirit.
Yeah, you could
Yes.
tell. You could tell. So what we're talking about
Yeah.
is we just finished for the first time ever in the Crane's coolest places to work, number 21.
21, 2 and 1.
2 and 1, 2 and 1 in
Yeah.
2021. I think that's fitting.
Oh, that's so
you
cool.
like that? That's kind of cool.
That's cool.
If it like lucky number 7, baby, 3
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
721. So we're actually looking to hire some people.
Yes.
So if you're cool and want to work in a cool place,
Yep.
we should talk.
We should very much talk. We're looking for extremely energetic, excited, motivated salespeople. That's what we're looking for.
That's right. And I tell people all the time, we don't even really need to sell insurance. Insurance sells itself.
Yes.
Why? Because you have to have it.
You need it.
We just want to talk to people that love helping people buy insurance.
Yes.
Because you got to have that love,
Yes.
right?
I think so.
Kindness.
A little bit.
A little bit of kindness.
A
Goes a
little bit.
long way. Goes a long way.
Yeah.
So that's our recruiting pitch
Yes.
for right now.
For now.
Yeah. But I like your idea about check that other video out. We'll
Yes.
drop a link. We'll drop a link to that video to make
Because
sure.
it was a cool, you get to see everybody as a team. We had on our team shirts and we were eating lunch together. We hooped and hollered.
Ooh, we did.
Cussed this much.
Just
It was
a-
so good. It was so
just a
good.
one
It was
time.
so great. It was so great.
But it was authentic.
It was. It
and
was good.
appropriate, I
Yes.
thought, considering.
Considering first time we ever, we were nominated and then we made 21.
21.
I can't believe it.
And it wasn't like there was 102 companies that
No,
applied.
it was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
Yeah, like
and they only
900.
and then they only award the top 100, and then we were 21 of the top 100.
Boom!
Yeah,
We beat it good.
it was good.
I like it. We're gonna do better next year.
I was so proud.
I am too.
I was
Still,
proud.
we alluded to this in the last show, so we figured we better start with this.
Yes.
So, because y'all were wondering, like, what was that big news, right? You were wondering. We got you.
Yeah, we love a Mrs. Prince Terry.
Well, because we knew we had,
Yeah.
we were getting it.
We knew we were placed. We didn't know our placing.
That's right. That's a good way to say it. I like that. All right. So, all that being said, now we'll return you to your regularly scheduled Insurance is Sexy program. We're going to start with the word of the day.
We let Terry go again. I do not know why, but we let him go again. We gonna share. He go, then I go.
That's
Then
it.
he go, so next week it's gonna be better. Go ahead, Terry.
Go ahead. You know what? Next week,
What?
it's gonna be D.
Oh, right.
It's gonna be a D word.
It's gonna be a D
for
word.
Dakota.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
I'm gonna pick
that.
a good word. I'm gonna pick a good word.
You know what? I actually ran this word by you. We already know the word.
You did run this one by me,
Mhm.
and I agreed. So
It's actually going to be the whole theme. So
Yeah, whole thing.
we're going to talk about this word, what it means, what it's like. This is my very fancy insurance book. Look at this thing. 500 and a lot of pages. Is
they
what
don't
this
care,
thing is.
Terry.
They don't care.
They don't care.
544 pages,
That
people.
just goes to show how much you have to know.
Yes,
It's not
It's
easy,
a lot.
folks. It's
And
not
trust me,
easy.
you can't remember it all. Trust me.
No. All you need to remember 74% of it. That's how you pass the test. Get yourself a straight C. All right. So, the word of the day, and the word shows up in insurance all the
Yes,
time.
all the time.
The word of the day.
Whoa! I like that, Jamie. Jamie wanted to put us in action and motion, and she wanted to see how we reacted.
Is it? I feel like we handled it okay.
I think we have. See, I tried to go. I tried. I was like, whoa!
It's like a tidal wave came
Yeah.
through.
I was trying to peace out before I coughed because I felt a cough coming, and I didn't want to interrupt you. So what I thought I would do instead is like disrupt the entire.
She disrupted.
Do we have earthquake insurance in here? Because it felt like there was an earthquake
We have to
happening.
check. We have to check our policy.
So
We gonna
what
check our
people
policy.
don't know is we filmed this on a cruise.
Oh, that's fantastic. We got to add
Sorry,
a little
guys.
spice. No, that's perfect.
That's fine.
That's perfect.
Fine.
All right, so the word of the day, the word that
Yes.
shows up in insurance all the time,
All the time.
right? We talk about P&C or property and casualty.
Yeah.
C word. Casualty is there's a C word. I don't.
No, you had it right the first time.
Is this
There
one?
you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Thank you. All right, so the official definition, according to this book that Dakota's not impressed by, is casualty insurance. Line of insurance that includes a wide variety of unrelated coverages, including liability, auto, workers' compensation, aviation, crime, and safety bonds. Well, surety bonds. Surety. Which I was like, this doesn't safety bonds. That's not. I was thinking safety dance. Jamie, I know you remember that
See,
song.
Yeah.
Once again, guys, 74% right here. 74%.
That was on the test. There's a whole section of bonds in here.
Terry didn't pass that part. Don't
There's
worry.
one of
guys.
them's a construction bond. Look at that.
Yeah, oh, look at you.
I know.
Okay,
I know
look
a
at you.
bond. I know a bond when I see one.
Terry, I will
I know
say
James
this.
Bond.
That's a butter bond.
I will say this, Terry. You said a lot of different components of casualty insurance that can confuse people,
I
and
agree.
they all have different layers. So let's just focus on one of those, because to explain all of those, that's a little bit too much. We can't go into all that. We're not doing that.
Well, we're gonna
We're gonna go
cover
high level.
We're gonna cover the whole.
Yeah.
We're gonna when we slip into the education
Yeah.
section, we're gonna take a deeper dive into casualty
Yes.
insurance, right?
Yes.
So maybe we could look at each one of those, and this could be our blueprint.
I'm not doing that.
She said no. No.
Terry.
Or not, or we could not do that. So we'll pick. Which one would you like to pick?
We
Dakota?
just gonna pick where it says it's including liability, because casualty insurance is another way to say covers. It's mainly liability coverage. So let's just focus on just liability. We're not gonna get specific into workman's compensation, aviation, crime, surety bonds.
Oh,
We're
sure.
not gonna get into the specifics. We're gonna go a little bit more high level of just how it covers in cases of liability where you are negligent. You are the responsible legal party for another person's injuries or property damage.
I like that.
We're gonna.
You know, it's funny because yesterday when I was thinking about this, I kind of thought the words casualty and liability were interchangeable. I didn't realize that liability was really just a single subset of
Yes.
casualty. So, 74% people. 74%.
And that's why I said we don't want to confuse it and make the waters muddy, because a bigger piece of liability is general liability, which is different than liability related to casualties. Because general liability is specifically where the coverage, I wrote it down. See, I go higher than 75. The general liability, which covers injuries and damages that occur in the course of doing your business. That's different than regular liability. That has nothing to do with you operating your business. Liability is just you are the responsible party. That's the best definition it could be. You are legally responsible for the other person's injuries.
That makes sense.
So, want a prime example?
Ooh.
A dog bite.
Okay.
Dog bite. You own this dog. You let this little rat, you let it out the house. No leash.
No leash.
Got it out there boo-booing on everybody, your little neighbor's yard. And
Give a little surprise.
Exactly. And then they get a little Timmy. Timmy out there like, oh, come over here, Fafo. And they get over there and like, bite his little leg.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Timmy hurt now. Timmy's mom is mad at you. That's your neighbor. She like you, but she don't like you that much. So what does she do? She sue you.
Right.
Because you bit her kid dog.
Because she got hospital bills.
She got hospital bills.
You bit her kid's dog?
I mean, you bit her kid.
Nobody would have noticed that,
Bite
Jamie.
my
You could have let
kid's
that go.
Your dog bit her kid's ankle.
So that's what you do is you bite their
Their
dog
dog, yeah.
back.
And no suing. Nobody gets sued. Nobody gets sued.
You have two choices here. I either have to sue you or I have to bite your dog. I don't really care which way it goes. I'm down.
That's good.
This is not intended to be taken as actual advice.
Yeah.
Please. Right.
Don't go biting people's dogs.
Don't try this
Please
at home,
don't.
people.
Yeah, please don't try this at home. So that's what she do. She call your insurance company. She make a claim, and because you have liability on your home insurance policy, it protects you against that dog bite. They find out what the actual, the actual physical losses are. Like, did he break the skin? Did he break any of the bones? How many stitches you had to have? It's a kid, it's a little bit different. But if it was an adult, are they out of work? Are they, are the injuries preventing me from going back to my normal duties? Stuff like that.
That makes sense.
So that's
you're going to have
really-
some different level
Right.
of expenses.
If you have not disclosed the ownership of this dog,
Ooh.
then your insurance will not cover it. Is that correct?
Well,
Ooh.
that's not true.
Okay.
Because let's say at the time when you got the policy, you like, you're
Oh, it'll cover it. You'll just lose your insurance probably because
that's possible. That's possible. But as long as you are disclosing it at the time when you get the policy. What if you didn't have the dog then, but then you got it? You are responsible for notifying the agency or the company when you make changes like that. But as long as you didn't omit that you did not have a dog, like we specifically asked you, and then you said you didn't, that's different. You are omitting facts. You are giving misrepresentation. That's different. But if you just had a dog and let's say the actual carrier wasn't a question, or just like it wasn't an actual, they didn't ask you to disclose that, no, it's covered. Dog, it's liability. It's part of it.
That's interesting because we actually asked specifically
We asked
not
that.
only about the dog, but different dog types are rated differently.
Yes, the breed, the age, the sex doesn't matter.
The size? Or is it really more breed?
It's
Like
really
if
the
if it's a mean dog.
It's the breed, and they call those dangerous dog breeds. So it's really the breed and the age, because more than likely a dog that's on this little he not gonna be as dangerous as like a 2-year-old little puppy that's just so excited to see everybody and jumping on you and all that stuff. So
We have a dangerous dog at our house. Jamie, you have a dog. Is it dangerous?
no.
Not
She's
dangerous?
the opposite of dangerous.
Would she be classified as dangerous?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Jerry,
I
what
mean,
kind of
our
dangerous
insurance
dog?
company knows about her, and they,
Yeah.
They seem to be okay.
Yeah.
We got a pit bull.
Really?
Yeah, that's our second one.
So you had that thing locked up when I came over.
She was.
I did not see
She
that.
was locked up
She was
upstairs.
locked
Yeah,
up.
she's the sweetest little dog. About 70 pounds, a lap
Yeah.
dog. She's a cuddly little thing. I would not necessarily recommend walking into my house unescorted, though.
Okay.
I would not. I don't know anybody I dislike enough to see what would happen.
And that's just why pit bulls on the dangerous
That's
dog
it.
breed. That's exactly why.
Sometimes
So-
they get angry. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
So, listen,
But
man. Sometimes dogs, just like people,
Yes.
are jerks. What are you gonna do?
Yes.
That's how it goes.
Well, it's like I watch a lot of People's Court. I love people's court. Let me tell you, I have actually learned so many things over the years. But Judge Marilyn Millian frequently says, in a situation of a dog bite, they don't blame the dog. Legally, they're not blaming the dog. They're blaming the owner.
Yes.
Because dogs are just being dogs.
Yes. A dog.
It is up to the owner to keep their dog under control.
The acts.
And
right.
if you don't do that, then you are liable.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go. Another good example of liability is when you get in an auto accident.
Okay.
And you are the responsible at-fault party for the accident, right? So you at fault. If I hit another car from behind, I'm at fault, right? So
if you don't get in the right lane when you're going around a traffic circle.
Exactly.
You get
that roundabout.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up
Oh,
because
Lord.
I was
What,
over
did it happen
there
again?
today.
Did it happen?
Today.
Did it happen again?
No, you know why?
Why?
Because I recorded this show with y'all,
Oh.
and I learned something.
And you learned something.
And I learned how to get in the left lane, people. Not in the middle lane, just driving wherever Terry wants. Well, and I looked at the little arrows, and I laughed, and I was like, I'm in the right spot this time. What you gonna do? You would have felt safe.
No.
Safer?
Mm-mm.
No?
No, not safer.
Look at that though. You guys are educational.
No. So, in the case of auto accident, I'm responsible. And then, the person in the other car, they like, oh my God, my neck, my back. It hurt. Can't go to work. Can't do this. Can't go grocery shopping. Can't take my kids to work. You can't live your normal life due to me causing this accident. So those injuries, not even medically related, but they're talking about I can't function and do my normal lifestyle because of this. The person is more than likely gonna sue you. They're gonna file a liability suit against you.
Okay.
And more than likely, if you was at fault, you're wrong, sue. And that's why you got liability insurance. The company will protect you against a personal suit based upon the limit of liability that you selected. That's why we always recommend to me personally, people think about insurance being just for property, like my house, my car, my boat, but they don't even think about protecting their biggest asset, their assets, like somebody actually coming after the house, the car, your boat for the actual injuries that you can cause to somebody. Sometimes it's the least expensive part of the policy, and if you can, you should get the most liability that's available. That's what the insurance company is there for, to protect you against a suit if someone should try to sue you.
For years, Michigan was known as a no-fault state, right? So even if you did rear-end somebody, you couldn't technically be the only one at fault because the person you rear-ended had to be a little bit at fault because they were there, right? That never made a ton of sense to me. And I know when I lived in Minnesota, when I lived in Ohio, they were not at fault states. I know we went through this whole PIP, right? The whole big reform last year. Is Michigan still a no-fault state?
Terry, you asked me questions. I don't know the answer.
Oh, yeah, I didn't tell her this was coming.
See me. I got prepared audience.
I know it is.
I got my yes. As far as I know, it is.
I don't think it's changed, right?
No, the PIP, the reform, the insurance is not relative to that. It's literally just the personal injury protection. Just the PIP is what was reformed, not the no fault.
Just how much those expenses
Meaning
would be and how those were paid.
Regardless of what kind of health insurance you possessed, you were required to have coverage through your auto insurance in the state of Michigan.
Correct.
Now, with the reform, if you have a qualifying health insurance coverage, then you can opt out of that and basically you end up paying less for your insurance. That was one of the main reasons that Michigan insurance was so incredibly expensive. And I know that because I moved here from Georgia. Totally different.
I was thinking Jamie going to have more than 74 too.
She going to have more than 74.
Yeah, I'm kind of a nerd.
She going to have more than 74. But yeah, that's what it is. That's what most of the insurance, auto portion of the insurance is allegedly for.
Okay.
You like I like when I say it allegedly.
Allegedly.
I can't never be held liable for what I do.
No
I can't be held liable for what allegedly.
That's a fantastic way. Yeah. Look at maybe Dakota been watching some TV law shows too, people. I'm just thinking.
I'm telling you, you learn a lot.
You learn a lot.
You learn stuff.
People make fun of me, but that stuff's educational.
Well, this is how we do it. If you're gonna spend time watching TV, people, you should be learning something.
Yep.
All right. So, do we have anything else to add on casualty?
I just want to do some key takeaways.
Ooh.
Casualty insurance pays for the other person's injuries and property damage when you're found legally liable. Period.
Not allegedly.
Not allegedly, legally liable.
Okay.
Insurers will only pay up to the liability limit, so you are responsible for the cost beyond that. That's why we say, whatever the highest amount of liability can be purchased, please do so. It's advantageous for you. We don't, it don't matter to us.
And it should, to some extent, kind of mirror your assets, right? Because
Yes.
you can't really get more from you than you have.
Exactly.
Okay. So,
Oh,
something to
that's it.
think about. So, if you got a lot,
Yeah.
get a lot.
Well, that's what an umbrella would come in handy as well, right?
First off, this is why we got Jamie. You see how she just adds value.
She
She
does.
adds value.
Maybe I'll start filming. Jamie be up here in the seat.
Listen, we gonna talk about adding value later, and Jamie gonna come up.
Yep.
Adding value.
Make a
That's
note.
all I'm saying. I jump right it down.
Make a note. Let's get that going.
Add value. I just already wrote it down. It's on the agenda. I already got it. All right, there you go.
All right. So, do you have any other key takeaways, or was that the takeaway?
No, that was
That was
takeaways.
it. All right.
Some
So-
things are simple.
I like simple.
Yeah.
I like simple.
Yep.
So we covered casualty, and hopefully we gave you a little better idea of what it is. I got a better idea of what it is, and so
If you got it,
Listen,
they got
I
it. If you got
understood
it,
it.
Terry, they got it.
clearly I'm slow.
They got
All
it.
right, that's fun.
Okay.
That's very fun. All right, so leadership.
Ooh,
Right,
okay.
we're on the leadership team.
Yes.
Remember that one time I called the management team? You was going
Ooh,
to check
yeah.
it. Yeah, it's the leadership team. We do leadershipy
Yeah.
things. So one of the things that we always talk about in terms of being a good leader, you got to kind of set the vision. You got to set the expectation for where you want to lead the people.
Yep.
And the reality is, the clearer you get on where you want to go, the easier it is for people to decide to follow you. And you have to give them the option or the opportunity to make that decision.
Yes.
So, clear expectation,
Yes.
right? We were talking a little bit, I always use the words vision and mission, right? Those are very common in corporate culture, kind of almost buzzwords. You'll see people have their vision statement or their mission statement, or maybe you see folks with both. And I know a lot of people get these two words confused. They're not really interchangeable. The vision is where you're going. The mission is the work you're going to do to get there, right? So we gotta look at it from that perspective, and we gotta be real clear on it. And we gotta make sure that those expectations are bought into, right? It's not enough to just put a plaque on a wall. Sometimes really good culture, they sit down collectively and come up with these things.
They collaborate.
They collaborate.
Exactly. I like that.
Why? Because when you get
Yep.
buy-in, they take ownership. And when they take ownership, they actually go out and do the stuff.
They do.
I love that part.
When I feel like I'm a part of the machine, I feel like I contribute my best. If I feel like I'm sitting on the outside and only being dictated to, like, okay, I need you to do this, versus me giving you an idea of what I think can solve the problem or might make something better, we all collectively working for the same, like you said, we work the mission. We all on the same mission. Because if everybody doing their own thing, you never really we don't have the same vision. We working on different stuff. So I like that.
I do too. I
Yeah.
do too. We've got like one of our favorite thoughts in here is hanging on the wall right by the door that most of us leave, right?
Oh,
right
yeah.
over the
Yeah,
beverage
it
machine
is.
that
Yeah,
we
yeah,
got
yeah,
out
yeah.
there. What's that say?
It says work hard, play hard.
Work hard, play hard.
Yep.
And I think we do a real good job of living up to that.
Yeah, we do.
Right?
We do. We really do.
Listen, it's according to my watch, it's 6:06 right now,
6:06,
right?
okay.
In the PM.
Yep.
And I'm not sure if we're working or playing right now.
I'm working. Terry playing.
Tennessee, but we both going hard. That's all you need to know, right? We do a little bit of both all the time.
Yeah.
So I think that's a very good
It is.
expectation that everyone inside of these four walls understands and lives by, and most importantly, lives up to,
Right.
right? Because that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Right? Because otherwise, what's the point? If your culture isn't set up where people can reach the pinnacle of it, you're doing it wrong. So that's a little bit about the leadership lesson today.
I like that.
All right, Good, me too.
Terry, I felt good about what you said. I kind of felt it, like right here.
See? I like that.
I felt it.
You're not gonna swear again, like the last time you
No.
felt something when we
No,
did
no,
the
no.
cranes thing. You
Mm-mm.
okay?
No,
we're
I'm
gonna
not
keep
gonna. You're not gonna pull me there no more.
There's a camera on you. There's a camera on you
I'm
last
not,
time.
I'm not doing. I didn't know you specifically had it on me. I thought it was on the room, and then you just put it on me. That wasn't my fault.
was not all that wet.
That's how I saw it.
Okay, but that was there's video evidence, people.
That's
you
the-
go ahead and comment and let us know.
That's my vision.
That's it.
That was my vision of it, Terry.
I like how it went down. I had to put some music in the video to
Oh,
drown it
yeah.
out a little bit.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because I'm loud all the time. And Terry, he's equally loud. It's just not as loud sometimes.
I'm controlled loud.
Yeah, I have no control. Right.
Controlled
No
loud.
control.
That's true.
That's true.
All right. So we're gonna talk a little bit
Okay.
about customer experience.
Okay.
Right? And so we want to talk, I don't know if it's customer service per se,
Mhm.
or what it is in terms of how you deliver customer service and almost how you get good customer service.
Mhm.
So we talked a little bit about having a story for you. And I don't have a story, so I don't know if I'm the one in charge of that, or if Jamie or you have one.
Okay.
But we know that I'll make up a story. I'm
We
a
know.
story maker-upper.
So I don't know about a story, but what you just said about how do you get and give good customer service.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I can give good customer service because I give it the way I would like to receive it. I treat people, every client, everybody that calls, everybody that sends me an email, everybody that walks in the door, just as if that was me. How would I like to receive, whether it's bad news, good news, something, we need to tell you something, we need to make a change, we can't do what you like us to do, or we need to guide you a certain way. I try to present that in a way that I would like to receive it. And you try to do it with kindness always. You always want to be kind to people, you want to be conscious, and that's it basically. And people appreciate that I hear that all the time. They thank you even when you're giving them bad news. It's the way that they received it. It's the way you delivered it. Everything is about delivery, tone, kindness, and just the manner in which you do it. That's it.
And you deal with people from time to time, and Jamie does too. People are hot,
Ooh.
right? They call up and they are angry.
I'm usually the first one to hit them. Or
Jamie
I don't hit
is
them.
number-
I'm
To
the
get
first
hit
one
by
they
'em.
hit.
Jamie is our gatekeeper, and she is the number one frontline person. I'm gonna say this: was it 2 days ago or 1 day ago? 1 day ago. 1 day ago, Jamie wasn't here, and all I'm gonna say is
yesterday.
I was from frontline, and listen, it didn't go the same way. It wasn't that smooth. So
I don't believe that for a second. Everybody loves you.
Yes, but it is true. Like when you have to be elegant enough to de-escalate people from where they start, and they don't even realize, let's bring it back just a little bit. And it's your tone. It's like everything. It's just if you give back the same energy you get, you're gonna get nowhere because you're just doing like this.
That's a fight.
So don't give the same energy you get. I would say that's what you shouldn't do. Don't do that.
And sometimes it's hard to do that. It is
Yeah.
very difficult to do that. But, one of my favorite things is I'll get someone to an agent that they want to talk to. And when I first talk to them, they're very unhappy. They
Right.
might even be cussing.
Right.
They might
Cussing and
be
fussing.
real angry. But by
Right.
the time I get into the agent's like, they were fine. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, because they talked to me.
I'm like the cooler. Chill them out a little bit. Had to
But
chill
I
them
try to, just
Yes.
like you, Dakota,
Yeah.
I think that anyone who cares about
Yes.
good customer care, and I prefer to call it customer care
Oh,
rather
yeah.
than customer service because we're caring for our
Yes.
clients.
Mhm.
And anyone who puts a lot of stock in customer care will treat people the way they want to be treated, just like you said.
That's
You know,
I
it's-
like that.
that's
we should
the
call it
very-
customer care.
That's
can
the
do that.
very
I like that.
simple, to break it down in the simplest terms,
Yeah.
treat people the way, it's the golden rule.
Yeah.
It
And
is.
it's the golden rule for a reason.
Yeah.
I like the idea of don't meet their energy,
No.
be your energy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what's really, really important.
Yep.
Because ultimately, a lot of times people are snapping out they don't even really know they're snapping out.
No, they just want to know that somebody cares about the situation that they're in.
Yep.
And they may not even realize that, they're coming off the way they are. It's not aimed at you personally.
It's a situation.
It's just the situation.
That's right.
And people want to be heard. They want to be heard. They want to know that either I have the resolution, I can get the resolution, and this is the time frame that I can deliver it. So if you can do those things and explain it to the person, that's when communication come in. You need to communicate what you're asking for that you would like me to do in 1 hour, sir. It's really going to take me 2 days. So if you can be patient with me, in a matter of 2 days, I will have X, Y, Z, this, and you outline the steps that you're going to do, and you follow through, and you deliver on what you say. That's it.
It's all about
That's
setting
it.
that expectation. It's the same
Exactly.
thing,
It's
right?
an expectation.
It
That's
really
it. They
is.
sold. They hooked.
It's crazy to me because sometimes people call in fussing and cussing about a mess they made.
Yes.
Right? And they're
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to make it your fault.
Oh.
Something they screwed up. Y'all should see Jamie's face right now.
I guess what you want to talk about? Well, I got a story for that for customer experiences that just happened.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I might.
You know what I'm talking
I
about.
might. Yes, I do.
So, a client of ours, a family, and Jamie, you were part of this. Well, you know, because you take a piece of this. So, a client of ours, they come to us, they happy, they get signed up, they all set. So, they pay half of their bill. They say, okay, I pay half now, and I want to pay half later. Just send me the bill in the mail. We like, sure, sir, no problem. Boop, 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 process your payment. 6 months down the line, 5 months, let's say, we mail you a bill. Okay, pay your bill. You got 1 month to pay it. Okay, you ain't paid that one. Okay. We send you another bill. Okay. Jamie, get on the phone. Okay, let me call. All right, Mr. So-and-so. Okay, Mrs. So-and-so. Jamie start texting. Okay, nah. If you don't pay this bill, you ain't got no insurance. Okay. All right. They ain't got no coverage. They ain't got it now. It just lapsed. They just didn't pay. They, whatever. They might have been out the country. They, whatever. Kid got sick. Whatever. Okay. So then they call the office like, oh my goodness, I did not know I didn't have no insurance. Oh my God. Oh, you gotta fix this right now. Okay, well what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna do this, and we'll get the coverage back for you. We'll get it reinstated. We'll do all this. But on their side they just look at it as if I don't have insurance and this is your problem. I need you to get it back reinstated immediately. Everything can't be immediately and on your timeline. It has to be, we have to follow some protocols. So anyway, took care of that on one end. But guess what? Because of where we at, some of it took another couple days. So now they had to wait another couple days. They wasn't happy, but they had to do what they got to do. You got to still wait on me, don't you? Sure do. 2 more days later, got the second piece of it back reinstated. I got all these thank you emails. Oh my goodness, Dakota, you so special. Oh my goodness, you so perfect. I'm like, you right. But the client was really happy. And in the end, they do know that, it was their fault initially for it not being or whatever. But it doesn't matter that that was their fault. That wasn't even ever part of the conversation. It was just me resolving the issue. Getting it back going, getting it back reinstated, and we gonna move on. That's it.
You know what? I like what you said there because it's real easy for people to sit and point fingers
Right.
and assign blame and lay blame on other folks when the reality is that doesn't do anybody any good.
Nope.
Just get to the resolution. Fix the dang problem.
Fix it.
Right?
That's it.
And that's it. Oh, I like that. And people like it when the problem is
That's
fixed.
That's really when people hear my title at the office, they always ask me what do I do. I said I'm a problem solver. That's it.
That's what you're good at too.
That's all I'm good at is solving
And she's
problems.
the best.
Yeah.
Okay, now
It's
people now they doing too much. Now
Yeah,
they doing too much. Now see, I ain't saying
If anybody out there watching this has ever worked with a Dakota, they know that is not hyperbole.
It's just straight truth. Listen,
That's so
man,
sweet.
we're not gonna sit here and lie to you. We sitting in front of you. We telling you what's up.
I'm just a hard trier, guys.
Just do a good job at it.
Oh, thank you.
Do you remember when we were
Oh,
chatting earlier this morning about what you was gonna wear, and then
Ooh.
you came up and said, "Hey, you sent me a photo."
I'm
She
serious.
said last time we were in this and doing this, she said we gotta coordinate. And I said, "What you wearing today, Dakota?"
And I sent him a picture and I was like, leopard.
Listen, man. The only thing I have leopard is not appropriate or sexy enough for me to be wearing. I'm just kidding.
So I told Terry, I said you can wear tan, you can wear brown, you can wear black. He chose this.
I chose. Look at it's almost it's spotty.
Okay,
look
next.
at it. It doesn't like the pattern.
It don't.
We almost twins.
Okay.
Can you even tell the
We
difference?
twinsies.
I mean, sorry about the shine though. Cheyenne, I see you.
Okay, let's do the last thing. Remember,
What's the last thing?
The pause face.
Oh,
the faces.
Oh yeah, we had to talk through that.
Yeah.
What should it look like?
Okay, so this is what it is I noticed that when the videos either come on or they stop, we always got this crazy look on our face, like, you know. So I was like, I told Jamie, I said, you know, before it started, I always start smiling, like, chee, chee, chee. You know, I start doing all that. I'm laughing and giggling. I was like, we got to figure out what's our real pause face. Like, so every time it stop and start, you see us the same way and not looking crazy and cockeyed. Like, we got to figure out what our pause face is.
Too soon, cockeyed. That's it. That's like, right, hurt my soul.
I cannot.
Oh.
This should be our pause face right here. Just laughing.
It seems about appropriate, doesn't it?
It seems appropriate.
The video we put
Yeah.
up today with the ending was me laughing and like almost falling off the seat.
Oh,
man.
really?
Yeah, the cut
Okay.
was weird. I don't really know how to edit video, but I'm learning.
He getting better though.
I'm getting better.
We try to get him to edit out his inappropriateness.
Seems like a good plan. All right, so what you got for a pause face? What should it look like? Are we
My
smiling?
pause face gonna be like this.
Ooh.
Ooh, you want to do this one too?
Yeah,
We're gonna do the two. We're gonna do the
little duck lips, little baby duck lips.
I hate the duck lip face. I hate the duck lip face.
Everybody should.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe it should be just maybe we should be calm and
Just calm. Yeah,
Calm.
which is our specialty.
this
Calm.
is our specialty. Yes, I like it. Okay. I like the laughing. We're gonna laugh
We're
every
gonna
time it
laugh.
over. We're just gonna laugh at the end.
We just laugh.
I know. Yeah, let's just laugh at the end. Okay. All right now.
And we
Okay.
are out.